The hearing begins with the judge laying out the seriousness of the charge. Mr. Wolf is accused of assault causing bodily injury, a charge that carries up to 1 year in jail and a $4,000 fine. Right away, the tone is firm and procedural. The judge carefully explains Mr. Wolf's constitutional rights, reminding him that anything he says can and will be used against him. This sets the stage for what quickly becomes a...
The hearing begins with the judge laying out the seriousness of the charge. Mr. Wolf is accused of assault causing bodily injury, a charge that carries up to 1 year in jail and a $4,000 fine. Right away, the tone is firm and procedural. The judge carefully explains Mr. Wolf's constitutional rights, reminding him that anything he says can and will be used against him. This sets the stage for what quickly becomes a tense courtroom exchange. Things escalate fast. When the complainant stops, the defendant approaches aggressively. Words are exchanged, tempers flare, and the situation turns physical. The complainant remains seated in his car when he is suddenly punched in the face. Officers later observe visible injuries, including swelling and discoloration. This isn't just road rage.
Then comes another damaging detail. During a search of the defendant's vehicle, officers find marijuana. While not the main charge, it adds weight to the judge's concern. The judge makes it clear this situation could have gone very differently if the defendant had simply let law enforcement handle it. Instead, emotions took control, and now there are consequences.
The judge formally finds probable cause and does not hold back. He explains bluntly that following someone and confronting them made everything worse. Bond conditions are immediately tightened. The defendant is ordered to submit to a drug test, provide proof of insurance, avoid alcohol and drugs entirely, and stay away from the complainant. The judge's patience is already wearing thin. The drug test results come back and they change everything. The defendant tests positive for cocaine. At this moment, the courtroom energy shifts. The judge's tone hardens, making it clear this behavior will not continue under his watch. He warns the defendant that repeated testing, strict monitoring, and jail time are now very real possibilities. The defendant tries to push back, claiming he can't use cocaine due to asthma. The judge immediately shuts that down. "Prove it," he says. This is a key moment where excuses meet hard evidence. The judge isn't interested in arguments. He's focused on accountability. The message is clear. Results matter more than explanations. As the defendant complains about frequent drug testing interfering with work, the judge makes a powerful point. These are bond conditions, not suggestions. If the defendant didn't want strict supervision, he shouldn't have picked up a new case. The judge even admits he hopes these conditions make the defendant uncomfortable enough to think twice before repeating this behavior. The hearing wraps with a final warning. Any attempt to challenge the judge's authority will only make things worse. The outcome is clear: strict drug testing, zero tolerance, and close court oversight. This case highlights how quickly everyday situations can spiral when anger, substances, and poor decisions collide. Final takeaway: the judge's ruling emphasizes public safety, personal responsibility, and the consequences of taking the law into your own hands. What do you think? Was the judge too hard?